Hello there, Chicken Crafty here with General Grievous' Starfighter. This set retails for $80 in the US and contains 487 pieces with 3 minifigures. I'm going to start with a quick overview, then we will talk about if this is worth purchasing for yourself, and then later will be an in-depth review. Timestamps are down below in the description and also on the timeline. Now, this set has an amazing model and 3 great minifigures. As for the model, we have a nice, very detailed cockpit, 2 stud shooters on top, well, I have to find that now, a spring-loaded shooter on the bottom. We have storage for your lightsabers and spring-loaded shooter projectiles. In the back, there is a kickstand right here, and then we also have very nice detail across the entire model. Here is General Grievous. Here is the Airborne clone trooper, and as you've already seen, here is Obi-Wan Kenobi. So is this set worth it for you? In my opinion, it's complicated, as always. Now, I would consider this to be a ultimate collectors of this ship. And actual ultimate collectors might be a little more pricey, have a little more detail, but this is pretty much as close as you are going to get. It is very displayable. It does not have an overwhelming number of play features. It is built very solid, has this display stand in the back. And let's be honest, throw in an extra $10 and you could get yourself a new TIE Fighter and X-Wing. Now, that is crazy. Is this ship really worth basically 2? Well, that's for you to decide. If this is your favorite ship ever and you need a model to display, this is perfect for you. It is beautiful. However, if that is not the case, I would not recommend this set at all. It is just simply too expensive. Now, here is the Starfighter. We're going to take a more in-depth look at this right now. First of all, right here on the sides are these really nice storage areas. The mechanism for them is really cool, and they click in. You heard that. And when you're moving it around, no matter what you do, nothing's going to fall out. It's very nice. And there is also another one on the other side. So that clicks open, and boom. So the great thing about these is I have actually fit all 4 of General Grievous's lightsabers, and also Obi-Wan Kenobi's little pistol right here, and both of these spring-loaded shooter rounds into these side chambers. Now, mind that it is quite a bit of a squeeze, however, it did the job just fine. So while we're on the topic of play features, just like the TIE Fighter from an earlier review, this wing very easily pops out. As you see, there are a few Technic pieces right here, and you can easily just click it back together. So you're having your space battle. Oh no, Obi-Wan Kenobi shot him down or something. Boom, there's his wing. And then you can just pop it together real quick, and done. So our final kind of play / display feature, I'd more consider a display feature. Back here, as shown earlier, this folds down to give it a nice support, so you can't knock it over when it's on display, because without it, it kind of just flops down And that's not so nice. Oh, I also almost forgot to mention the spring-loaded shooter. You just press that, you just push this in, and boom, fires. Now, here is the cockpit, and if we open it up, inside you can see it is very, oops, I didn't click that in, well detailed. So we have two control panels right there. We have a seat with little armrests. That back looks very nice. And then you have two handles right there. Grievous can't actually grab onto them, but let me show you him inside. So you would store his lightsabers in the side compartments, and you fold them up, and there, he fits just like that. You can see him in there. He fits very nice, and it looks pretty good. I really don't have any complaints about him in there. So as for the actual design of the ship itself, beautiful. It is simply stunning. It is perfect. And you see the stripes right here match perfectly with the movies. And then you have these little engines, which are great. The back, the cockpit, everything looks really nice. And the model is surprisingly heavy. This is the heaviest model of the size I ever held. It's literally solid. You have these nice fins on the engine. Also, these are supposed to be locked in place, but I find it a lot more fun if you let them spin by taking out the piece that locks them together. I mean, they're not really supposed to rotate, but it's just fun. So here is a more close-up of the engine. As you can see, very, very detailed and really nice. Here's that sliding mechanism again. So here is my favorite Star Wars character ever, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And if we just spin around real quick, you can see he has great detail on the back, some really nice print, great hairpiece. We can also see that, I'm not really sure what his expression is, but I mean, I don't really mind it. And then we have a very nice printed torso piece and leg piece. We also get his lightsaber and the blaster he kills Grievous with. Now, he does have two faces, and if we spin it around, we can see that he is now angry. So, I don't really mind either of these faces. I just wish we saw one of them being a more neutral kind of expression, but instead we have two very distinct emotions, which is my really only complaint. Now here is General Grievous, and man does he look good compared to some of the older things. So we have a very nice face. I'll move that out of the way so you can see his torso. Very, very nice. Great feet. Great back. Arms are fabulous. Now we can see that his primary arm right here, and he has the second arm hinge there, so it can rotate like that. Same thing on the other side. Now, I really don't have any complaints at all about this figure. My only real complaint is that these arms come off pretty easily, which, I mean, is to be expected, because you can just take these off, and now he's back to his normal self, not in his crazy attack mode. Finally, we have a very interesting figure, the Airborne Clone Trooper. Now, he has very nice print on legs, torso, and helmet. Great molded helmet. We have this nice cloth piece, I'm not exactly sure what that's called. And then a great print on the back. Under the helmet, we get a standard face with no backside. Well, guys, overall, I'm not really sure if this ship is worth it. In terms of price per piece, it is fair at 16 cents per piece. Also, the model is really great. However, you just really have to love this ship in order to pick it up for this price. Now, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I really appreciate that. If you like this video, then please drop a like down below. And if you would like to see more content like this, please click subscribe, which should be on the screen like here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and until next time, this is Chicken Craftia signing out.